What's up, Fearless Nation? This is Stacy Dash, and if you're into heavyweight boxing, then you have to check out Jay's Theory. He covers everything inside the ring and outside the ring, completely unbiased. So subscribe today. Peace.
Here to talk all things boxing. What's up, y'all? What's up, Fearless Nation? Make sure you hit the subscribe button, comment, share, like, all that good stuff. Here to talk about Manny Pacquiao mainly. I kind of want to get into maybe the Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley fight. I want to talk about, let's see. Have you guys seen Oscar De La Hoya? If looking at a body decides winning a fight, this guy's going to win in the first round. Go check out Oscar De La Hoya. This dude has like a 6-pack, 8-pack. Dude looks terrific. Go check him out. Like I said, I haven't seen Vitor Belfort. I haven't seen what he looks like training. I haven't seen him with his shirt off. But Oscar, he definitely looks the part. If you want to, like I said, go by if a guy's body looks like he's going to win, well, he should take this in the first round. He even looks, thicker, almost like a cruiserweight or something. But anyway, I want to talk about, people are saying, Pacquiao should retire. And, you're not allowed to have a bad night. Once you hit a certain age, it's automatically you turn old. You guys ever stop to consider that he may have had a bad night? Now, I didn't watch the fight. Instead, I watched someone watching the fight. I was watching Andrew Tucker, and he did a great job in commentary. Shout out to you, Andrew Tucker. Go check out his page, Andrew Tucker World. Great commentary, full of energy. But sound like Ugas was just landing shots at will. He landed some body shots from what I heard. And, maybe that gave Manny the problems with his legs. Manny, I believe, said his legs were cramping. Fighters do have bad nights. It's not always your age. Young guys have bad nights. Also, if you're looking forward to having a big mega fight like he was looking forward to having with Spence, if you're looking forward to that and that doesn't happen, somebody else pulls in, that's kind of a letdown. Who's to say he just couldn't get up for the fight? And people were like, well, why would he still continue on with the fight? He should have pulled out, with 2 weeks notice, he should have pulled out. And it makes me think of Lennox Lewis versus Vladimir Klitschko. Not Vladimir, Vitaly Klitschko. Lennox Lewis was supposed to fight a Canadian by the name of Kirk Johnson, and then something happened supposedly and he pulled out. Klitschko stepped in with 2 weeks notice, and Lewis said he had a hard time at that time finding a sparring partner that was as tall as Vitaly Klitschko. So when he got in the ring, he had a rough night. That was probably one of Lennox Lewis's roughest nights besides fighting Ray Mercer. He had a rough night. So, but Lennox Lewis found a way to pull it out. Manny, on the other hand, was fighting a slick guy from what I understand. So you got to look at those things. He got up for Spence. He was ready to fight a different style. Ends up fighting a Cuban fighter. They have their own style. It's not necessarily the age, And if Manny retires, it's probably because everybody's telling him, oh, you're old now, you should stop. Let the man do what he wants to do. And the thing I mentioned, I made a comment on Boxing Wave's channel. Shout out to Boxing Wave, great channel, real cool guy. And I said on his page, I said, do you think, I was saying that I think inactivity is what's making these fighters, you never know what you're going to get on fight night, because these fighters now, other than Canelo, most of these fighters are inactive. So you don't know what you're going to get on fight night. Everybody was just talking about how fast Pacquiao looked when he was, shadow boxing. Even in the dressing room, I heard he was looking fast. And then when he got in the fight, people were talking about, oh, he looks slow. So, I think it's the inactivity sometimes, not necessarily the age, it's the inactivity. Manny hadn't fought in around 2 years, so he was probably a bit rusty. Not sure when Ugas's fight, last fight was, but shout out to Ugas for pulling it off. I picked Pacquiao to win. I was wrong about that, and got to give him his credit for that. But I think you take some credit from Ugas too when you just, the minute he wins, automatically Pacquiao turn old. Man, he just got beat. Pacquiao lost when he was younger. He lost when he's older. Doesn't necessarily mean you got, instant gray beard overnight because you lost the fight, man. He just could have had an off night. He could come back. You never know what he could do. Then everybody will be jumping back on the Pacquiao hype train. So, yeah, that's what I got to say about that. I just get tired of people always, they always got something. Oh, the guys, once he hits around 30, they consider you old. He's old. Then if you lose a fight in your 20s, oh, he's too young. You didn't have the experience. Stop putting emphasis on the age. Put it on other things like skill level, timing, Was it a letdown for him to be ready for Spence and then he pulls out and he has to get ready for Ugas and fight a Cuban style? I heard Manny never fought a Cuban. I'm not sure. I have to look that up. But if that's the case, you got to take that into consideration. But for those of you out there from the Fearless Nation that watched the Pacquiao-Ugas fight, what did you think happened? Did you think it was a case of Manny being old or Ugas being too good or just having too much skills? Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. This has been the J. Roos Theory. And, before I forget, I got into it with on Andrew Tucker's page. He had this guy with a channel called Boxing Logics United. To me, it was more like Boxing Illogical Divided because this dude was talking about defending Keith Thurman. I said, Keith Thurman is an undisciplined fighter. And he said, I didn't know nothing about boxing. I'm like, dude, having 2 fights every 3 years isn't a disciplined fighter. And he was talking about injuries and stuff like that. I'm like, every fighter goes into a fight, I'm sure, with an injury. You still don't take that long of a layoff. You either retire or you keep fighting. So, to Boxing Logic, step your game up, man. You probably been watching boxing a couple years, man. I've been watching this stuff for decades. So, check my resume and check yours too. And, Keith Thurman, if he comes back, I'm not expecting much from dude. Pacquiao beat him and people say it was close after the knockout. Maybe Keith Thurman got robbed. Did Pacquiao fall? No, Keith Thurman fell. The younger guy. And if Pacquiao would have lost that night, they would have said, oh, Pacquiao's old. But anyway, a lot of these boxing channels out there just do a lot of this. They don't know what they're talking about. Anyway, like I said, thanks for watching Boxing Logics or whatever you're called. I'll meet you again on the next Andrew Tucker Live. It's cool, man. I know you're entitled to your own opinion. I would agree with you, but then we both be wrong. So anyway, be fearless and keep your gloves up. Yay, yay.